guys, welcome back to another episode of the Trio Show. As seems to be the trend recently, we're going to start off with another hypothetical question. So, would you prefer to forget who you are or forget who everybody else is?
If you forget who you are, you're the lunatic. But if you also forget who everyone else is,
You're still the lunatic.
you're still the lunatic. So either way, you're fucked. I don't know. What would you do, Raymond?
I think it really depends on the person. It's a situational one. Because if you're somebody who, I guess, is ambitious and you're only for yourself, like let's say you're an entrepreneur who made it on your own hard work, you're a millionaire, billionaire, and you did it all yourself. You want to keep that to yourself. You're not going to care about people because nobody helps you along the way in your eyes.
But we're not billionaires, I'm talking about us.
But then me, so this is like 50 First Dates, right? Adam Sandler's movie.
Kind of.
I think I would. I don't know.
I'd definitely give up if I was Adam Sandler in 51st Dates. Fuck, 50 times. Even more. He did it towards the end of his whole life, eh?
And he had to use different techniques every time. But yeah, come on, guys. Any answers?
Oh, mate. I don't know. It's because there's wins and wins and losses on both sides. So I wouldn't even know. You know, if I had to pick, I'd definitely forget myself over everyone else.
No, I'd go the opposite, to be honest. Because if you forget who you are, you don't know who you ever were. If you forget everybody else, you can still relearn who they were.
Yeah, but if I forget who I am, the people around me can help me to remember who I am. And also, I don't know if you guys watched the Bourne series. He didn't know who the fuck he was. He was still gangster.
But I love the Bourne series.
So, you know...
I used to love all the spy movies and shit. The Bourne Identity was the best.
Yeah, that was a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
But overall, yeah, I think I'll probably forget who I am and then relearn myself and reinvent myself, I guess.
That's the much scarier option, I find.
What about you, Ray? If you had to pick, you just gotta pick one.
You know what? I think the challenge is to start fresh and just start again.
So you'd forget yourself.
But then wouldn't everybody remind you? If you've still got your friends and family around you,
Yeah, I guess.
wouldn't they remind you of who you were?
Yeah.
Because it's sort of like there's a bit of a hole in this question.
Yeah. There's a help.
Yeah.
There's help if there's people, but if there's no people, there's no help.
Everybody that knows you probably doesn't know you 100%. So you'd get bits and pieces of who you were, but you'd never be the same person.
But do you really know who you are now?
Well,
Still learning, still
fuck,
growing.
we're getting real deep here.
Yeah. Well, you're asking me the question. I have to answer the question correctly, right?
With another question.
That's it. Yeah, it is a very tough one.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Start again.
We can crop that shit out later.
Oh, fuck.
Did you guys hear about that that young kid? He's like that swimmer who's at college. He raped some chick behind a dumpster.
Sorry, what did he do?
What? So there's this kid in the States, and he raped a girl behind a dumpster, and he got 6 months in jail, and he's been promised it'll be dropped to 3 months on good behaviour.
What the fuck?
How old is he? 16?
No, he's like 20 or something, I think.
But how did he get promised that?
It's white privilege. It's outrageous.
Does it come down... What state was he from in America?
I honestly can't remember.
Right.
But like,
It's got to be some lax state, like
Yeah.
California or something.
Think about like people that are in prison for the rest of their lives because they grew some marijuana plants, which is...
Well, apparently Obama recently just said, he just dropped the sentences for, I don't know, like 40 people or something.
Only 40.
Oh, I don't know.
But that's still that's still pretty...
But like, hey, he's trying to get something
Done before he leaves.
pretty much like Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
He legalized marijuana before
On
he
his way
left,
out, yeah. That was good of him, top bloke. Hopefully it blows over here.
Speaking of which, I saw a video of him recently on he was in Africa and he was sort of in a jeep where the elephant's around and all of a sudden the elephant gets too close and it's just like, oh shit, and the elephant starts chasing his car.
Yeah, I heard he freaks out.
So funny, man.
I would freak out if fucking elephant was running after me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently elephants have crazy memories.
Yeah.
Like if you fuck one over, he'll remember for the rest of his life.
The elephants are super smart, and I think they're like even looked as gods in Thailand and stuff. They're written within culture and written within religion.
I don't know. Looking at how they treat those elephants that they
Some of them
use
do.
for the tourism shit.
Yeah, man, it's rough.
So I'm not looking at them like gods.
Don't
They abuse the
ever-
fuck out of those elephants.
Yeah, don't ever. I didn't realize at the time, but when I went to I think Tiger Kingdom, I didn't know that they were all drugged and sedated.
Bro, if you're sitting in a cage with a tiger and he's not chewing your face off, he's sedated as fuck.
Yeah, so you put one and one together, but you didn't link the dots at the time. You're like, ooh, this guy's.
Wow.
And then
I think I would have known.
I know before going in there.
Yeah, well, you just.
But yeah, what else? You got a photo with a tiger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a sedated tiger.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up how off their faces they actually are.
Yeah.
Like they're powerful killing machines.
They are.
So imagine what sort of shit they're on to just sit there and let you fuck with them.
It's like they're probably on some fat opioids.
Yeah, some fucking horse tranquilizer or some shit.
All of the combined water laced with vodka.
Wait, do you guys know what the difference between opioids and opiates are?
Nope.
Don't even know what the two are.
So I found out today that
Heroin's an
opiates like heroin, like poppy seeds.
from this poppy seed, yeah.
Opioids are like your prescription drugs like Oxycontin,
Oh, okay.
Xanaxes and stuff like that.
So they're still like opiate-based prescription drugs, right?
I think you can emulate the same feelings type
Yeah.
thing. You know what I mean?
Okay, so it's like legal heroin.
Prescripted
Long story short.
Prescripted heroin.
Oh, yeah, okay. I guess that's a better description.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Apparently, about 200 million Americans are addicted to prescription drugs.
Jeez.
That's almost 1% of their population.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
I wonder what the numbers are here in Australia. I think we have like a pretty bad ice epidemic at the moment.
We do. It's pretty fucked up. But remember when we went to Tony Robbins, Roman, and how Tony Robbins refused to take painkillers because he didn't want to get addicted to them? And when he went snowboarding, he fucked up his collar. And it
Collarbone.
collarbone in a number of places. And he was just in pain for 3 to 4 days. He just refused to take painkillers.
Jeez.
So he was just suffering. What a gangster.
But you can take other things that aren't addictive, though.
Yeah,
Marijuana.
I'm sure we smoked plenty of those and cigarettes, considering his voice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Does it sound like Darren Lockyer, gravel voice?
He does sound like Darren Lockyer.
For any overseas listener, Darren Lockyer is an NRL star here in Australia.
What's NRL?
National Rugby League. It's like football, but manlier than NFL.
But I
But
did have...
yeah, he sounds like he chewed on a mouthful of gravel and had his throat stomped on. Smoked 10 packs of ciggies and then went on the field.
Pretty much. But I did have this conversation with an American bloke who used to work with us. He was backpacking all throughout Australia, and he's left now. He's probably gone for about a year or so. But he made the argument that in NFL and in NRL, who hits harder? And his argument that NFL hits harder is because you got pads and you will jump into it, and there's different hits to it. You can jump into a tackle, you can pull headgear
Yeah.
down.
Alright, think about it this way.
Yeah.
When you're doing your martial arts or whatever,
Yeah.
and you can throw heavy punches, but if you can throw with correct technique, they're probably going to do more damage. So if you come into a tackle, for example, with correct technique, the right body position, you're probably going to hit him harder and drive him harder than just throwing your entire body, like flailing at them type thing. I think it all comes down to technique in the end. Also, I understand with the pads on, you'd feel safer by throwing your body at them.
Yeah.
But I still think unless you're using the correct technique, you're going to be less effective.
So then, out of the both sports, if you're using perfect technique, who hits harder?
NRL.
I think NFL does.
What do you think NFL does, Ray?
Because you've got the helmets, like you said.
Yeah.
If
It allows players to go harder.
helmets
Yeah.
on helmet, you're going to get concussed. You're going to get like 5 mini concussions in one game as opposed to one big one.
Yeah.
I understand why they need the protective gear, because the games are played completely differently.
It's more explosive.
Yeah, and you've got the guys lined up in front of each other that are pretty much smashing into one another head on.
The whole game.
So they're going to need those helmets and shit, whereas NRL, you don't have that.
Yeah, but if you look at the build of the NFL guys as opposed to the NRL guys,
Yeah.
pretty different.
Yeah, they're all on the juice, mate.
Yeah.
Pound for pound, heaviest hitters, I still think NRL.
I don't know, man. Because if you look at the style of the game, there's more running in NRL. Where in NFL, it's more explosive. It's you go for a couple secs, and you put everything in it, and then you stop, break, and then you go again. It's like boom, 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 and then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we could debate this
I think you
until
just-
the sun comes up.
I think you're just being super biased.
No.
If you look at it objectively, I think like NFL, they hit way harder, man.
I think
It's
that
just because you
there's
see
definitely-
pads on.
There's definitely been heavy hits in NFL, and probably some of the heaviest hits for sure, but I think consistent heavy hitters has to be NRL.
No, you just changed the question though.
no, even consistent
'Cause you-
heavy hits
you-
because you always have one objective per play.
Well, if the question is what's the heaviest hit I've seen, it's definitely NFL.
Well, hang on, so you just changed your answer?
Well, I understood the question differently.
Okay, let's run with that.
Body science. Is it fight science?
Fight science.
Sports science.
Sports science. That was fucking epic TV show. Are they still running that?
I wouldn't call that epic.
It's pretty good, like considering how they break everything down. Some of them are a little bit bullshit. I remember they had this one time where they're like, "Oh, will the human tiger claw beat the tiger claw of a real tiger?" And then it was just like a tiger
Jesus.
playing with a ball, and he goes, "We obviously can't measure a real tiger hit, but if it did, it would have been deadly." Well, motherfucker could have told you that before you spent $30,000 hiring a fucking tiger and coming in from Africa.
Is this one drugged up?
Oh no, this one was not. This one was.
How did you know that?
Yeah.
There's another show that I saw where it's like, if ancient warriors from this time met another ancient warrior from that place at that time, who would win? So, for example,
Ultimate Warrior?
yeah,
or some shit
yeah,
like
it's
that?
like a samurai versus a Sudanese warrior, or,
Yeah.
or something like that. And
I've seen that.
You're just like, what the fuck? They would both.
They reenact like their fighting styles and
Yeah,
the weapons
and
they
they're
used
like-
and stuff.
And this is why this would win.
And you're
Just
like, yeah, whatever, mate.
yeah. I don't think that's how it works.
Fucking spin and back fist and knock you both out.
But I think the question to that would be old school versus new school with what the skill sets they've got then, and I believe new
No,
school.
I don't think it's like time periods. Well, it is, but
It
it's
kind
more
of is,
like
but-
it's like let's say you put a samurai up against a Roman
All
warrior,
different types of warriors battle it out to see who is the ultimate
or the
warrior.
Mongolian warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
against the
Genghis
Romans.
Khan versus... Yeah,
right.
exactly.
But let's just say we were still in war now, right? Wouldn't you take knowledge from the Mongolians, the Romans, and the
Maybe
whoever
tactical
else?
thinking,
tactical,
yeah.
as well as some skills you may learn along the way, which is why I believe that new skills, the new school always
Oh.
wins.
Yeah, but
Because
then-
from the
You know
knowledge
what?
of
Even
prior-
tactics would be way better these days as well.
Yeah.
no, obviously these days all you have to do is drop a nuke down. And you're
No, but I'm even thinking like ground troops, like tactical
of course
fighting and
there's
stuff.
no like because you already know the past.
Exactly.
But back
They already
then, let's
build
say
it,
you
yeah.
put a samurai up against a Roman guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Even if one is 100 years like in the future that existed, like they're not even gonna realize what the other fucking thing did because they don't have the knowledge of the
Newer isn't necessarily better though. Like, let's look at Windows 10 for example.
I didn't even use it, man. I'm
Fair
watching
enough.
Max.
That is very true. Fair call.
Yeah, good point.
Fuck, UFC 200 stacked.
Oh mate, fucking oath. There's so many good fights I want to see on that card.
Yeah, I didn't realize how stacked it was till I spoke to Raymond earlier today.
Yeah, I didn't even know Sage Northcutt was fighting.
Oh, why of all the fights you're
You
like
remember him?
Sage Northcutt?
Because he just, I didn't know he was fighting. So when I looked at everyone that was on, I was like, oh, okay. And it just stuck in my mind.
This is where marketing gets you.
Why?
Yeah,
Because he's still a good fighter. I'm not going to take anything away from him.
He's not that good, man.
He
I'm
is
not
for 20
saying,
years old.
I've never said he was the best or anything. I just said, oh yeah, he's fighting on the card because it surprised me.
Yeah, but like of all the fights, that should not be the one that sticks out to you.
But
Or,
we've been talking about the other fights for so bloody long already.
Oh, okay, so
I
first...
don't think I've ever talked to you about Mark Hunt Lesnar outside of.
Oh,
like-
okay. Well, yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
relatively new.
What about
development.
Jones Cormier? I don't think we've ever talked about him.
Oh, we've talked about that, but not the upcoming fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like that's the one that matters, right?
I guess so.
I'm hoping it goes for 5 rounds, that one.
I don't because
just want it
it's
to be
just
done?
gonna end like the first. I reckon Jones is gonna smash him.
Yeah, true.
If he comes out like he did against OSP, it might be a bit closer. But I think ultimately he'd still win.
But
I didn't watch that fight.
but that was see the thing with John Jones is he prides himself on preparation, and especially like game planning.
Well, he looked rusty as fuck against OSP.
He didn't.
Does he though? Because he partied for most of his fights.
Yeah, he does a lot of cocaine, doesn't
he?
he?
Yeah, he didn't really.
He
train.
preps those lines up.
He does, and he just always knew that he would always dominate.
Yeah.
So, but I think just going in fighting OSP is a different thing, and going into like a camp like Jackson's, they pride themselves in preparation. So he probably was a bit thrown off and a little bit of ring rust. So that did play a bit of a mental factor on him, I believe.
OSP
But yeah,
wasn't
we'll
as
see.
challenging as he could have been either. He's a scary fucking dude looking at some of his previous fights, and it looks like he held back a lot on the Jones fight.
I wouldn't say held back.
Yeah,
I just
I
think
didn't say-
wasn't able to impose will as he
Possibly
would.
No,
more
definitely.
difficult to hit.
Yeah.
Like
But
the
he
competition he faced against, like previously compared to Jones, was
Yeah,
nothing.
worlds
man.
apart. Yeah.
Have you guys seen Pacific Rim?
Yeah, it's fucking sick. I love that movie.
So if you were to put UFC fighters into a machine, Pacific Rim, so everything is even. So power is even.
What was that fucking that movie?
you
Was
know-
it Russell Crowe or some shit?
What?
Or Mel Gibson, that robot boxing movie?
Oh, that was a horrible
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh
Hugh
Jackman.
Jackman.
movie.
I loved that movie. It was fucking hectic.
That was so bad. When did you learn Japanese?
Real Steel? Is
Video
that it?
games?
Is it called Real
Fuck
Steel?
off, yeah.
I don't know.
Such a bad movie.
Yeah, so Pacific Rim UFC
Yeah.
fighters.
If you were to put all the UFC fighters in, so everything is even reach, even skills, like not skill set, because
I still
the fighters
think
would possess.
NFL hits harder.
Out of all the UFC fighters, who do you think would win, pound for pound?
But why do you see more concussions in NFL then?
What? You don't.
You do?
You do.
What
Really?
the fuck? Are you serious?
More concussions in NFL.
Big time. You know how many of them get brain damage?
No.
So many.
I don't really
Heaps
follow
of them.
NFL that much, to be honest.
Oh.
Fuck off, cunt, as if you do.
I don't, but like I don't
Name me
know.
5 teams.
Pittsburgh Steelers, New England Patriots,
Raiders,
Green Bay Packers, Oakland Raiders.
New York Dolphins.
Fuck off, cunt, you're not allowed to help him.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's New York Jets. Isn't it?
Oh, no, it's
Cleveland
New York
Browns,
Jets,
or
isn't-
Bears?
Who did Mr. Deeds go for?
Who's I can't remember.
You know how Mr. Deeds wins?
Oh,
and
he
he's-
bought it. No, he owned a team, and
Yeah, it was
they,
New York
they
something.
sucked.
New York Dolphins or some shit, wasn't it? Or New York.
It might have even been.
I think it's the Jets, man.
Or the Jets, right?
I don't think it really matters. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah.
But yeah, they've got-
lots of concussions. I'm wrong as usual. Motherfuckers.
You're gonna be putting your place on.
You're just talking shit, mate. You know just as much as I do.
Oh, I could name
You
at
just-
least
you-
5 or 6 teams.
You're just getting up at me. I could too.
Go. Not bar my ones.
Buy your ones.
Yeah.
You took all the good ones.
The only ones.
Alright, New Orleans Saints.
Okay.
San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah.
Oakland Raiders.
Oh, I said that.
He
I
said
said
that,
that.
you didn't say that.
Yeah. You got a hat. I'll give you that one.
What?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The fuck are they? Anyways, yeah.
And
No, that's 3, mate.
It's
I'm on 4.
That's on
Really?
four.
Okay. Alright, how about get rid of Oakland Warriors since
Oakland
Oakland
Raiders.
Raiders since you gave that to us? And we'll come up with a different second.
Fuck off. Fuck this game.
Alright. We acknowledge you only
Who's
know
Brady
4.
on? Which team's Brady on?
Saints.
Oh, Saints, right. Okay.
Is it?
New Orleans. Yeah.
Tom Brady?
Yeah. Oh, he used to. I don't know if he still is.
I don't know if he is.
I'm,
Oh, it doesn't
I'm
matter.
kind of just talking shit.
Yeah, it does not sound familiar, hey.
All right, let's have a look.
Let's suss that shit out. Couch tuna. TV.
Tom Brady wife is the first thing that comes up.
New England Patriots.
New England Patriots.
Oh, you know what I heard about Tom Brady's wife? Right, this guy's net worth is 150 million, right?
Fucking hell.
And his wife is like this ex supermodel, and his wife is on her net worth is like 400, 500 million.
Holy shit.
And she's some supermodel, so like he's the bitch in the relationship, and he is one of the highest paid players ever.
Can you suss out his wife? Just
Now I understand why his wife was like the top search.
Yeah.
wife. Net worth.
Net worth. Oh, damn.
Giselle.
Giselle Bundchen.
She looks really familiar.
Bunchen.
I think she was
Bunchen.
Victoria's
Bunchen?
Secrets.
That makes sense.
Go net worth. I was close, yeah.
No, here.
So Brady
300.
160 mil. with an annual salary of 26 and a half.
360.
Brazilian supermodel who has a net worth of $360 million.
But do you know what's good about being Tom Brady?
He gets to fuck her.
He gets to fuck her, and two, if they get divorced, she ain't taking half.
I bet she wanted a prenup, yeah?
Yeah, she. What a good position to be in.
Oh, shit.
Fucking good.
So, I don't actually believe you with the concussions thing, eh?
They
Are
have
we
this,
still going on?
But is that could be a number of factors though. There's a lot more people on the field, so there's already more high potential to be injured. They play more games in a year.
Yeah, but like that is a factor though.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, and just kind of
Because
like,
if we look at it on
Yeah, I'm
average-
just proving you right. I'm not trying to disprove you.
because if you apparently headgear isn't even that good for you as well in terms of boxing.
Yeah,
'cause you can rattle more hits.
On that topic, I think what company is it? Samsung. They have like or maybe I shouldn't talk about this. No, it should be fine. I think it's public. There's YouTube videos and shit. They're creating this headgear that has this sort of motion technology inbuilt into it. And so they can actually gauge the severity of like a head rock or any head movement or a head clash or anything that happens with your head. They can look at it on the screen in real time and see how badly you've actually been hurt. So you know how a lot of players might get fucked up, smacked, dazed. No, I'm good, so I'm good. They can look at the numbers and be like, nah, get off, mate. So
That's really good.
I
That's
think
cutting edge.
they're still in development stages at the moment. Hopefully, it'll be good to see that as a standard.
That will be.
And then we won't have to have these arguments about concussions anymore.
Yeah. But just, you see how technology is just transforming to see head trauma and stuff like that. There's this one talk on Elon Musk, and he is, what do you think on the afterlife? And then his theory on the his theory on life, is that we are currently in a simulation.
Oh, some Matrix style shit.
Yeah, and he says, where is my argument flawed? He goes, if you look at Pong, it was basically 2 lines and a ball in the middle, and that's where you played. And then you see where it is now. You move to World of Warcraft, and you move to PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, and then now you're moving to VR. So everything's getting more real, and everything's getting more realistic, and you're getting more engaged into it. Eventually, at one point in time, considering how fast we've grown, you can see that eventually the virtual reality world and the simulation will be identical to real life.
Shit.
And he goes,
So he's pretty much saying we're going to get to the point where we can't distinguish between real and
yeah,
what's the word?
real and artificial.
Yeah,
And-
simulated.
And if we
These Jack Daniels are starting to kick in.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And if not, we were already in a simulation, about to enter another simulation.
Are robots using us to power their cities?
Who knows? But imagine...
I can see that happening. But
Fucking
yeah,
weird.
because I've heard stuff like, you could essentially store your memories and live as an AI.
Transcendence.
Yeah, like more or less. Yeah. I saw an article today that.
What are you laughing for?
No, keep going.
I saw an article today.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
It's my fault.
Yeah, I saw an article today. Some bloke, he's been alive for almost a year without a heart, but he's been carrying an artificial sort of like heart pump in his backpack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was on the Futurology subreddit on Reddit actually.
Is it like he can't afford a transplant or something, so he just
No, I think it's like just technology keeping him alive.
backyard jobbed it?
Oh, but so he did a Tony Stark.
No, you can't back job that.
That's why I'm asking, because it sounds interesting as fuck. He's just got a pump in his backpack that keeps him alive.
Yeah.
It's like a heart pump, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he made himself...
I didn't read the article.
Did he make it himself?
I didn't like fully read the article.
Oh,
Tony Stark got some shit in his heart and he had to create an artificial heart, right? That's why he's got that thing in his chest.
yeah. What it is, it's not an artificial heart. It's actually an electromagnet to keep the metal shards that are in his chest away from his heart. So if he doesn't have that magnet there, then it will go towards the heart and he will die.
Man, you know too much about this.
Well, I pay attention to movies.
You have too much time for movies, man.
Yeah, sometimes I have to watch them like 3 times to really understand sometimes I don't pay attention.
Right.
So, okay, man lives 555 days with no heart in his body while thriving on a heart machine he carried in a backpack. So, is he still alive?
Or
Or look at those
reading
braided...
that title, it looks like he did.
Yeah, look at those braided lines, mate.
Yeah.
Okay, so he just received a full heart transplant. Oh, cool. He's alive, everyone, just so you're aware. He had the backpack pump for 555 days
Which pumped blood around his neck.
while he waited for the heart transplant.
Right.
So he's all good.
That's awesome.
But who decided to go here? You know what? He's a
His name
heart
is
pump.
Stan from Michigan, by the way. Sorry?
Who decided to give him a heart pump?
Well,
I'm sure he probably thought it was a pretty good idea.
and I'm sure the doctors thought it was a pretty good idea as
Yeah.
well. It's like this or
Death.
But
Yeah.
there's no way those braided lines are from factory, though.
No.
custom.
It has to be aftermarket, yeah.
I definitely wouldn't be in a basketball court if I had a fucking heart pump in that, just in case.
Baller's life.
Yeah.
That's why it's in the backpack, not strapped to him or something.
Yeah, true.
Man, Kimbo Slice died and he needed a heart transplant.
Jeez, well,
Is that
Data
why he died?
5000 died twice, so beat that.
Hey?
Data 5000 died twice.
Yeah, but like Kimbo actually did.
Yeah, that's pretty heavy.
Mm.
I liked Kimbo.
He made quality TV.
Yeah.
Fuck. So, like, what was the final verdict of how he died?
He had a heart failure.
And
Apparently he needed a heart transplant before
And he didn't do it.
and he didn't I don't think he knew.
Can you guys clear this up for me? Is Kimbo Mr. T?
No.
Oh, they look the fucking same.
Whoa, that was so racist.
No, man.
Fuck off. You saying that made it racist. It wasn't a racial thing when I said it.
That's like saying, like, do me and Jackie Chan look sort of
Yeah.
similar? Or do,
No.
do me and Ian look
Think
similar?
about it. They're both big dudes. They're both muscly as fuck. They both like the short, sometimes mohawk. They both wear fat gold chains.
Yeah.
I think
I can
can
see the
s-
resemblance.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm not racist.
But one lived in this. One was prime in the 70s. And he's probably.
during the
like,
Rocky time.
But I
yeah.
saw Mr. T on TV the other day.
Yeah, he's probably like 70.
He's got his own show and shit. He looks good. He looks about 40, 50.
No way.
Swear to
man.
God.
Yeah, but he was like 30 something in the 70s.
In his Rocky.
So I
era.
fucked up my timeline. You can't call me racist. For that.
I didn't call you racist. He did. But the reenactment of Mr. T in the A-Team was Rampage Jackson.
Oh,
So if you
okay.
did watch
Yeah.
the A-Team with Bradley Cooper. And,
Yeah, that was a cool movie. Did they have
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper in it?
Yeah, he was in
The
it.
A-Team.
Yeah. And then
The
I was
new one.
Yeah, I was watching
2011 or some shit.
I was watching an interview and he goes,
I
sometimes
always get that confused with The Losers. Have you seen that?
No,
That's
I
a fucking
haven't.
sick movie.
yeah, Rampage still gets checks from A-Team. Sometimes you get like a random check. Like,
Really?
oh, heck, you can get some random check.
Damn. That must be what it's like, or maybe not these days so much, but back in the day being a musician, an artist with radio time.
Yeah.
You're just getting paid
Still is.
royalties and stuff.
Yeah, he still is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know they probably still get paid royalties, but I'm sure they probably get less.
No way.
Oh, no,
They
radio
get
now.
way more now.
They get more these days, you reckon?
Because there's so many different channels they can monetize it through.
Yeah, it seems like the only way to do it these days for an artist is to fucking tour.
That's where they juice most of their money.
Yeah.
But I mean, once you lose out on CD sales, you have to juice it up somewhere else.
No, but it's digital.
It's-
Isn't
yeah.
that much easier?
It is, but I don't
iTunes,
think.
Spotify.
Yeah, but they don't get much of a percentage from those people. Like
On Spotify, they do.
No, they
Spotify-
don't. They don't get much of a percentage at all, man. They get a very small percentage, and it's
But
all
look-
worked and like it's all worked out. It's all sketchy and shit. The majority of their money will come from tours these days.
Yeah, but like I think they still make more in royalties through like digital downloads, for example, compared to back in the days. Because
Yeah,
look at
I don't know about it. to be
Exposure,
honest.
yeah.
like
Okay, I get
look
it.
at the way they're living, like music stars are living now compared to like say in the 70s.
Except Michael Jackson, because he was fucking golden.
Oh
Everything.
yeah. Like there's
Never
But when you think about it, like you used to buy a CD for say $20-$30.
Yep.
Where today you're paying 99 cents for a track if you like it.
Yep.
And only a small percentage of that is going to the artist. Sure, it might be on a larger scale, but
it is on a much larger scale.
But it all
now.
comes back to them, and there's not much manufacturing costs considering you have to ship out and physical copy of CD.
That's true.
So it weighs out ish, but I do get you. You are right.
But
They
think
do
about
make more
the
money.
international exposure now
Yeah.
compared to before.
Everything is
Yeah,
more connected
that's
now.
true.
Like all these Asian countries, all these Middle Eastern, or maybe
Yeah. So someone in Lebanon now could be listening to our podcast. We don't know.
sure.
It's just
Well, if you are, hello Lebanon. I doubt it.
Beirut, baby.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Beirut, beautiful place, untouched.
Well, what about the time when Russell Peters was in Beirut?
Yeah, that was Joe Rogan. Oh, not.
No, Jim Jeffries.
Jim Jeffries, yeah.
Explain the story.
I just stole that joke from Jim Jeffries, by the way.
What's that?
The Beirut, beautiful place, untouched.
Oh.
Oh no, he was talking about Baghdad, I think. Yeah, but I still stole the joke, so I apologise for that.
At least you owned up to it.
Yeah. What are you guys doing for a long weekend? Just so everyone knows, we have the Queen's birthday long weekend, even though the Queen doesn't live here, and it's actually not the day of her birthday.
I didn't know the Queen didn't live here.
Oh, didn't you? I'm telling them, not you. Fucking idiot.
Sorry.
I will be working and trying to pick up a shift on the Monday. Because they're my
Yeah.
money days.
Oh shit! Public holiday, you get what, double time and a half?
Yeah, I get generally I straight away run to cutting strawberries. Because you got to prep for the night before. You got to prep for the later day, and I'm always on the morning shift.
Do you eat a lot of them?
Some of them are cool.
Strawberries
Some
and
of them
cream
aren't.
is the best.
They're not too bad, yeah.
What's that?
Strawberries and cream.
Never had it.
Yeah.
What?
It's pretty good.
Not like the actual form. I've had the flavors, but
You've had the lollies, yeah.
Yeah,
Strawberries
yeah,
and cream.
yeah.
They're pretty good. I like them.
yeah. But I've never had strawberries and cream.
Yeah, $60 to pay to cut strawberries for an hour.
Pretty good.
You can't go wrong.
Holy fuck,
There's
that's
nowhere
pretty
else.
decent.
Probably
Would you get
holiday.
sick of cutting strawberries? I would after like 10 minutes.
I would
But
not.
on $60 an hour, man.
Because everyone else is getting pumped.
Yeah,
True
that's
that,
true.
true
Especially
that.
on the busy night. Oh, long weekend too, yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
So are you like the guaranteed strawberry chopper?
I think I've been there long enough for me to go, right, I'm cutting strawberries, fuck off.
How long have you been there now?
Been there for about 3 to 4 years now.
Oh, okay, yeah. You can
Yeah,
probably
3
say
coming
that
on to 4, yeah.
Fuck, awkward story.
Yeah.
Where I sit at work, there's like my boss's desk is behind mine, but like the flipped, and on the end of that desk is like a random PC that faxes get sent to. So agents will come over and jump on that and like look for their faxes that customers are sent in or whatever. And I sit just sort of diagonal from that on the wall. So I have to come and walk between there if I need to go to the kitchen, to the bathroom, or go see someone or whatever. And they never fucking push the chair back in, so I always have to walk around it or push it back in myself. And today I was coming back from talking to someone on the other side of the room, doesn't matter. But the chair was out again. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, these dumbasses never push the chair in. It was the dude that sits directly next to me when I said that on the other side of the table.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that at the time. And as I'm sitting down, he's like, oh, sorry, mate. That was me. And I'm like, oh, fuck. No, you're right, mate.
Well, he's the dickhead, don't worry
Like,
about
he's
it.
the dickhead, but... Like, how do I put it? I felt like the dickhead for calling it out like I did because I shouldn't have. And especially now that I'm in a position where I shouldn't be saying shit like that.
Yeah.
So it was like double awkward. So that's why I tried to play it off with like, oh no, you're a good mate. I'm
You
like,
probably
"Oh,
played it
fuck."
off well. Don't worry about it.
Nah, you're alright. You're good bloke. Good bloke.
Yeah,
Good
you know,
bloke.
you're right.
When,
Seen
when I'm
around.
sleeping, yeah.
Seeing you around, seeing you around.
Good bloke when you're asleep.
Oh fuck.
Fuck. What about... Oh, wait, you know how you said kitchen, right? Do you have a kitchen at your work as well, right?
When did kitchen?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You
okay.
said yeah, kitchen.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course.
Alright, so
I have that.
when you are in like an office environment, did you have a pod machine?
Yes. For
Yeah.
coffee.
Oh, it's not. It's kind of yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have coffee on the go,
Yeah.
basically, whenever you want to use it, as many times as you want.
Yeah.
Right. I have a friend, right? And
Tell me he steals all the shit and takes
no.
it.
He doesn't steal the shit. But once he runs out for the month, he's not allowed to buy in. The office will not restock. He works for a medical company, and they own bank millions and millions and millions of dollars, and they will not restock coffee if, for example, the office.
If you
of
go
60
over
people,
your quota for the month.
basically. If not, and it's a 50 cents charge for every coffee that you buy for the
Wow.
pod, and they will charge, like administration will charge another department. So it's all about palming expenses off to the other department.
Yeah, we like to avoid expenses wherever possible.
Yeah.
It makes getting a pay rise for doing what you do a whole lot harder.
Yeah, see, like my office, a lot of these guys are coffee snobs.
Yeah.
So that pod, a lot of them won't use it because they're like, it tastes like shit.
I see those dudes. The pods actually taste pretty good to me, man.
No, but because we're in Surrey Hills.
Yeah.
There's heaps of good cafes.
Oh, so now you're the coffee snob.
Like I'll drink it, but it's not as good as going out to buy
See,
one.
I
but-
enjoy free shit.
I do too, but
So, and I
when-
like coffee,
but
and it's not
if,
bad.
If
so-
my let's say my manager, if we have a meeting at a cafe, he'll shout me the coffee.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna go and get a better coffee as opposed to getting that free one
if
at
you
the office.
if you have the option, because that is still free for you.
Yeah, but I do understand, and especially because I make coffee at work as well. And when I was at my office job, I would actually walk downstairs to get my first coffee. So my first coffee is how I start the day. If I start my day good, it would be a good day. My second coffee would be from the pod machine. That's how how I do it.
All my coffees come from the machine.
Alright.
Unless someone's even actually no,
But
because even like my mates like, oh, we can get coffees. You want one? I'm like, nah, I'm good. And they're like, bro, I'll fucking buy you a coffee. I'm like, no, I'm good, bro. Don't worry about it, because I can get coffee upstairs.
Right, but okay, Raymond drinks. What do you drink? What coffee do you have? The short black or long black? Or?
I've got I get the skin flat white.
What do you get?
See how I hesitate a little.
I'm a bit of a cappuccino guy.
You're a cappuccino. Okay, right, fair enough. But you see, those two things require milk, and when you use the pod machine with the shitty milk frother that comes with it,
I don't have a milk from.
Mine works pretty well.
do you have the little cup thing
We
that
have-
just whisks?
No,
shit?
no, we have like an espresso machine.
You
It's-
have a wand.
No, there's no wand. Like it's just say there's like a container, right? A stainless steel cylinder.
Yeah.
It's filled up with fresh milk. You put it in, and there's a straw that drops into the actual cylinder.
Oh, so it just
that
makes
comes
it
out.
straight for you.
So that straw is like the little stem you're talking about, and
Yeah.
it does the milk. It warms it up, and then it pushes it up through into your cup, and it kind of froths it out the nozzle type thing.
Right.
So if there's sufficient milk in the container, it will do it perfectly.
right.
But I'll admit the taste isn't as good as you're going to get down on a proper machine from a barista.
Yep.
But it's good enough for me to say, nah, I'm good. I got coffee upstairs.
Yeah, I don't have. I see when I make mine, it's put in the pod, let the coffee come out, put in some light milk.
Mine's not quite exactly a pod. You know, like the pods are like kind of little milk cup looking things.
Yeah.
Ours are like biscuit type looking things.
Oh, right. So you have the machine that does the whole lot.
So like you know how
So your machine's pretty
Yeah.
good.
yeah,
then.
you know how
I've
the
got shitty
baristas
Nescafe
get
one.
the handle thing and they put the coffee in and then press it in. That's like what our pod is. It's the pressed
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah.
So we just slip that in, hit the button,
Yeah.
it comes down and punctures it, and then pushes the water through. And so our machine's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
It's not like I remember one time I got coffee from Macca's or from the machine, thinking it was going to be okay. Like, how can you fuck up coffee? Holy shit! It was the most terrible thing I ever tasted.
Yeah. Then,
It was so bad.
yeah.
I can't even explain it. It just tasted like dirt in my mouth.
It's the same thing with the 7-Eleven $1 coffee.
Oh yeah, I
That's
saw that.
exactly. I was like, oh, mad, $1 coffee, mad. Came in, oh, it's $1 for a reason.
Haggard as fuck.
Hi.
It's like it's
I've
like
got-
drip coffee or something. Yeah.
It is, and it's just the way they blend
What's
everything
drip
together.
coffee?
It's the American style coffee.
Oh, like the drip pot stuff.
I think so. Yeah.
How does that work?
I don't know, but I just know it's not as good as ours.
So essentially, all they do. Okay, so when you guys have your coffee, right? It's you press it and you press the button and the shot comes out. Essentially, all they do is just let that run with the one shot. But obviously, they use coffee at a higher quantity, so you throw a lot more into the basket,
yeah.
and then just let it drip throughout the whole time.
and it's more watered down and
it's
stuff.
a lot more watered down.
Yeah, because when I went to Korea, it was they had drip style coffee, and because of that, everything was just like chains, like Starbucks and stuff. They don't have cafes.
Yeah.
Like, everything's a chain, and everything didn't taste that well. It's just like, it'll give me my caffeine hit, but it's not the best. It'll do the job.
Yeah, I was speaking to one of my friends. He studies entrepreneurship at the
You can study
Wow.
that.
yeah at the University of Newcastle.
That's a bit of a cop out.
no.
Yeah.
It feels like
Isn't an entrepreneur like someone that
Yeah.
did everything on their own from themselves, from ground up type thing.
Startup.
Yeah.
You know, like I think
We could have the wrong
I don't think it's something you
impression.
can study. It's something you
so I
have
was
to
thinking.
become.
It is, but imagine giving all the real life tools that
Like
you
you would
need,
study like
except-
business and shit like that,
That's
and
fucking-
commerce. And
Like if
stuff.
if I could study that, I would go.
Everyone would.
Yeah, because they actually teach you the right things and where to outsource, where to do this and where to do that. So when he was outlining his course, it was actually relatively informative. And one of his teachers said that there was, in Sydney alone, there was something like, I think 40,000 coffee shops or something
Yeah.
stupid.
Bro, I would believe
Yeah.
that. Like, you could tell me there's 40,000 in the city, and I believe that.
Yeah, like when I walk through Surrey Hills and
Everywhere.
CBD, there's coffee shops everywhere.
Every second shop, yeah.
And in the whole of Los Angeles, there's only about 8,000 coffee shops.
So we love coffee.
So we love
Oh
coffee,
yeah,
and
man.
they do
Our
drip.
coffee culture is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucking ahead of the game.
So essentially, everyone else does the
Yeah.
drip.
I remember for this one thing at work, this chick from upstairs from HR, she did like a monthly newsletter thing, and she had a section in the newsletter, and it was like a person of interest type thing. And I said to her one day, I was like, "Oh, how do you pick those people?" And she's like, "Oh, do you want to be in it?" I'm like, "Oh, not really. I'm just curious." She's like, "You're in it. I'll send you the questions tonight. Have them to me by the next day." I was like, "Oh, fuck, here we go." She sent me all the questions. There was nothing too difficult, but long story short, one of them was like, where do you see yourself in a couple of years or whatever it was? And I said that I'd like to own a cafe with my girlfriend selling coffee and shit like that. And out of nowhere, this guy comes up to me a couple of days later. He's like, "Hey, you're Owen, yeah?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah." He's like, you're in the newsletter." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I love coffee." Blah blah blah. He's like, "You want to open a cafe, this and that." Started talking to me about all this coffee shit, and you could see how into it he was. And I'm standing there going, "Fuck!" Like, I'll drink cappuccinos. Like,
You drink
like,
the girly shit.
I don't know shit about coffee. Like, I kind of just made up that answer and shit. I didn't tell him that. I was just like, "Yeah, I love coffee. It tastes mad."
Caffeine.
Yeah, bro.
But I felt really sorry for him. Well, not sorry for him, mainly sorry for myself, because I could see how excited I got this guy, and he really, really wanted someone that he could talk to about this shit, because it was obvious that he didn't really have anybody else, and I had to let him down.
And the most fucked up thing is I understand where the fuck he's coming from.
Yeah.
See, there's 3 types of douchebags in this world. Food critics, douchebags, which is just douchebags in normal life, and coffee critics. And unfortunately I fall
And
under the coffee
Yelpers.
critic. And Yelpers. Right.
So you're a coffee snob as well.
I am a coffee snob. I
So
love
you
coffee.
too are coffee snobs.
I don't think I am.
Some of my best mates are coffee snobs.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I am. Like,
If you have to think about it, you are.
no, I don't think I am, because I'll gladly just.
You have a couple of that machine.
I've got a pod machine, and I'll just shot the espresso
Yeah.
for the effects of the caffeine.
Yeah.
Let's say I want to go for a workout. I don't want to take pre-workout. I'll just take the shot of espresso. I don't care how it tastes like. I'll even put a cube of ice in there just to cool it down.
Good
Just go
styles.
boom and just go.
Right.
I don't need it to taste good. But if I'm like at a cafe, or if I'm like Saturday morning with my missus or something, if I'm gonna go and spend like $4, $5, $6 on a coffee, I'm
Better
gonna
be
want
fucking
to.
good, yeah.
Exactly right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
So yeah,
Yeah, if I was to explain coffee to you and the way and the effects that it makes me feel every time
Coffee snob.
Yeah, every time I have a sip, it just feels like when I have it in my mouth, the water will creep up behind my brain and he'll just fucking hug me and he goes, "Everything is gonna be alright."
Cause every little thing.
It's seriously, I can't explain it. It's like a euphoric feeling where it's just like, why would I want to work at 60% when I can work at 110%? And especially now that I make my own coffee as well, how to temper it from the temperature to the milk,
Oh Jesus.
I'm fucked. Which is why I keep this to myself. But I'm sure there are a couple of listeners out there who will listen to this and understand where I am coming from. Or maybe not, no, I'm just a fucking retard.
Nah, I'm sure
Either
there's
way.
people out there. Whether or not they listen to this is another story.
do you remember though when we went to get a coffee and I was like, "Oh, if I get a large, is that extra coffee, like an extra shot?"
It's not a.
It is.
It is.
It is. And Ian was like, "Oh, I didn't know that."
I didn't know that.
And
I thought
I
I
didn't know that
just
too, 'cause
topped
I
you up
never
with
did
the
that.
other shit.
And looking back at it now, I was
So
like,
you
"Hang on,
fucked-
you're a coffee snob and you don't even know that shit. You make coffees for people, don't
You're a
you?"
traitor, bro.
Yeah, but I don't give takeaway coffee. I only do coffee in-house, so
What's
we're
the
not allowed to
difference?
throw it away. Because we
Drink
only
it in a
serve the
cup.
one set, the one cup.
Oh, you can't get like.
No,
You can't get
because
small or large.
yeah.
I don't want to dig into where I work because it's going to start giving shit
No,
away.
you don't want to do that, but we know you make
essentially,
coffee. Fuck.
make coffee, make cocktails. The point is, we
You
got
just
standard cups,
get
and that's what we
more.
serve because
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
the government allows us to serve.
Yeah.
Of course.
But overall, but I do three shots of coffee with milk. Don't really know how that would go down. Do you even want that much in one time as well? If you were to get a large,
3 shots of coffee.
because they say medium gives you 2 shots.
Is medium 2 shots?
That's what they said. Because I wanted a small 2 shots, and they were like, "Oh yeah."
There's only 2 sizes.
Regular and large, right?
Yeah. There's no small.
Oh,
if
if
you're
you
getting
said-
small, it's an espresso.
It's a piccolo.
No, piccolo is
That's the smallest shit I ever seen.
Piccolo, no, I've seen espresso cups like this.
You know piccolos are like a shot, right?
No.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's tiny.
No. Piccolos are 60% milk. 60 mils milk, 30% shot. That's a piccolo. A macchiato is.
I've seen
2 scoops
piccolos at the cafe across from my work come in a tiny little.
They come in little
fucking
cups.
shot
Yeah, so you got a
glass
30 shot glass.
thing. It can only hold about 60 mils.
Probably holds about 30, and you got froth, which is a macchiato.
Dude, he's the
Yeah,
fucking
I do this
barista.
for a living. I pay my bills with this shit.
But it is like a shot.
It is essentially a shot. Yeah.
Cool.
NFLs have more concussions.
But yeah, so
I agree. Fuck you.
it goes your short black, your macchiato, your piccolo, and then you got your latte. You got your cappuccino, which is more froth than in the extra milk.
Yeah.
And then you got your
Cafe
latte,
lattes.
which is the most milk.
I like the
no.
faggot giving me shit about
And
the
then,
milk.
and then the
I
flat
don't
white.
drink lattes.
And then
Oh,
you drink flat white, right?
Oh yeah, skinny flat white.
Yeah.
I have. Wait.
So flat white is
if
flat.
I order a skim flat white,
Yeah.
are you actually using skim milk?
I sometimes don't, but
You're a dog.
Whoa.
over that old,
Wait,
I
bro.
do.
You know what I did?
But it's
Yeah.
got the least amount of milk.
So
Yeah.
like, there's like a whole bunch
No,
of
no,
milk
it's got
in the
the-
fridge. Oh no.
Sorry, flat. If you want the least and most amount of milk, it's cappuccino because it adds to the froth. But a cappuccino and a flat white are served in the same glass, right?
Not true.
Yeah, but if you go on takeaway, use flat white because it won't give you any froth on top. So
Yeah.
that gives you the most
Yeah,
milk.
yeah. What?
Flat white gives you most milk because there's no froth. Flat
Yeah.
white, no froth.
Flat white. That's why it's called flat, right?
Yeah, but a cappuccino, it's got like
The chocolate on
chocolate.
top.
Yeah,
That's why I
and
like it.
That's why I don't want it.
So just get a cappuccino with no chocolate on top. So get extra froth.
But
But,
the-
then you're gonna get cheated of your coffee.
yeah,
because
I'm
you
just gonna
less
get a
milk.
flat white.
Yeah, flat white is the most economic way to do things.
No, I like the chocolate in my froth.
Oh, dear.
I think a flat white.
Get a mocha.
A flat white. It's got
No,
just
mocha's
enough
too
milk
much.
to make it taste nice,
Yeah.
but it's got enough coffee flavor as well. I like that coffee flavor.
Yeah.
Where I think cappuccinos is too much milk.
I don't like the froth. What about you? You love the froth, or do you love
Well,
the coffee
I
and the
drink
froth?
cappuccinos
guzzles
on
it.
the constant.
Right.
I first started cappuccinos because I liked the chocolate in the froth,
Right.
so I just stuck to that.
Why don't you get a
Fair
mocha,
enough.
mate?
Oh, and you're such a
Because
coffee snob.
mocha's too much, too sweet. You know how much I like sweet shit.
Yeah.
Like, I feel
Let's
bad.
go
if I
get
don't
it.
like
Let's
that.
get a coffee, man. I'm thirsty.
Bro, we've talked about coffee for like half an hour.
Okay. No. Oh, yeah, I'll give you this coffee outside. It's pretty good. It's
I don't
instant,
want
but it's really
coffee.
nice.
Jokes.
Definitely worth
I wouldn't mind a coffee.
I wouldn't mind a coffee.
Right now. It's fucking too
But
late.
anyway, let me tell my fucking story.
Yeah,
So
what's
back
the-
on the
It's been on beef about coffee or concussions.
no, it's definitely about coffee because you know how you asked him.
You went from we
fuck-
just spent 30 minutes on
dickhead.
coffee.
I wasn't hating on it. I just thought it was worth mentioning.
All right, go.
Yeah, how you asked Ian if you asked for a skinny fat white, does he actually use the-
Skinny flat white.
What, I don't know what you're fucking talking about.
Skim flat white.
Yeah, skin milk.
Still say skinny.
Skim milk.
It's skinny, yeah.
You can still say skinny, yeah.
Thanks, mate. Coffee snob. You.
Yeah, people are like, yeah, can I get a skinny flat white?
That's it.
What the fuck?
We're just Aussies, bro. That's fuck.
Bad.
It is. But I mean, like, why do you want skim milk? Because
No,
you
no.
want to be skinny. So skinny flat
skinny
white.
flat white. Learn your terminology, bro.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Pretty bogan, but okay.
Yeah, well, fuck. Sorry, I'm white. Get over it.
You don't have to be white to be bogan.
It is what it is.
Oh, it's a pretty big prerequisite, I'd say.
But you don't want to,
Yeah.
You can't.
Fucking whatever. I don't give a shit. But can I get onto my thing? And you know what? My story's not even worth telling anymore.
Oh, good.
Alright,
Let's
well, I'm
move
going to
on.
read this meme. It basically, there's a photo of a judge and a guy standing in front of
Fuck
him.
both of you guys.
moved on. Let's go.
Well, you said it, man. Are you a man of
First,
your
you just
word or what?
overtake my story. I let you guys go. I try and re-ask my question.
Owen, I'm sorry.
Nah, fuck his.
No.
Tell me about the meme you were just reading.
No, tell your
That looks
story.
really interesting.
Did it really?
No.
Well, then go tell your story.
No, it doesn't matter anymore.
Alright,
Mate,
guys,
here's a
can we not
tissue.
bicker
Let me
like
go.
this?
Let me go to the bathroom. I'll grab the tampon, and we'll get it sorted.
Oh, you do need one.
I
so
do
you
have
probably
one.
should get it.
Yeah, I'll give you it. I'll tell my missus it's alright, and you can use it.
Anyway, on the topic of coffee, I noticed you've got something
We still talking about this?
stuck on your wall that says "Depresso," the feeling you get when you run out of coffee.
They're real feels. They are my real feels.
You got a lot of shit up on your wall. I know. Do you still have the mirror stickers?
The mirror stickers.
Remember how you had the motivational mirror stickers?
Oh yeah, they're behind this computer right now.
Ah,
Yeah,
it's like, don't be a fuckwit.
essentially so. Yeah.
Don't drink too much coffee.
No, that one says drink more coffee when you run out of coffee.
Does it really?
No, it goes the feeling you get when you run out of coffee.
So what's 8190 go equals 15 to the power of n?
So essentially that says 15th, so I got to pay my
Oh,
credit
15th,
card
that's
on
a
the
TH,
15th.
not an
Yeah,
N.
sorry. That's
That looks like an N, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're just numbers, verification codes.
I see your list there, books to read.
Yeah, I've read 2 of those books. No, one.
Do you know my favourite author, Matthew Riley?
Yeah. Okay.
You know the Scarecrow books, Area 7, 7 Ancient Wonders. I'm sure I've given you some of them to read.
Yeah. What about the books? What about the books?
So, my girlfriend works for a company called Polex.
Yeah, she works for a company called.
Okay. We're gonna cut it there and edit it. That's why I was making the silence. Anyway, my girlfriend works for a company. Oh fuck! I gotta cut the company name out later. She works for a company who also has a sister company. Sorry. And one of the workers from the sister company
Yeah.
is best mates with Matthew Riley.
Yeah. Yes. Best mates with Matthew Riley.
Who is best mates with Matthew Riley.
Yeah.
So obviously my girlfriend knows how much I fucking froth on Matthew Riley.
Yeah.
So they're going to try and get me a signed copy of the only book of his I haven't read,
Yeah.
which would be fucking mad.
Yeah, shades. But you love storybooks, right?
Poorest fucking story about this guy.
Yeah.
Poor guy, he was touring, he was in the States, I believe. And while he was away on tour, his wife committed suicide while back here in Oz, because he's Aussie.
Is Matthew Riley Aussie?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so when he was away touring, his wife committed suicide when he was back here. Fucking...
Why did she commit suicide?
I don't know, man. Depression, I guess.
Fuck.
And he stopped writing for a little bit. I'm not sure exactly what book came out first after the incident, I guess we'll call it.
Mm.
But you could definitely see a change in his style. He went from very military, special ops kind of orientated books into more fantasy, sort of not necessarily supernatural, but like one of the books was The Great Zoo of China, which was about a dragon zoo, which was fucking hectic.
Right.
But yeah, his style changed a little bit, and I think it was because of that. So it'd be good to see him get back on
The military.
yeah.
He sounds so, excited and
He just
enthusiastic about
He
this.
just needs a piccolo, man. And he'll be
Yeah, I
alright.
probably do. No, but I'm just listening. I'm trying to fucking understand what you're trying to say as well. So
Alright,
that's
Ian,
my concentration phase.
I usually like to get a skim flat white.
You mean
So-
skinny flat white? Please say
So-
it properly.
So if I want to try something
Are we
different,
really going back to coffee?
what should I get outside of a skinny flat white? Fuck.
It does actually change. I've realized
Yeah.
when I taste things, it actually changes the flavor from a skinny milk to a normal milk.
What's the most calorically efficient one?
Water.
Calorically. Define calorically, because I have no idea what the fuck. That
Lowest calories.
Just have a fucking espresso, straight up. No sugar, no nothing.
But if you
Espresso.
that's why I get a flat
Not
white.
espresso.
What the? Did he say espresso?
Yes, he did.
Damn, bro. That's like people who says H.
Oh, what about whip?
Oh yeah.
Cool whip. Say cool. Cool. Say
Whip.
whip. Whip.
Cool whip.
Cool whip.
Alright, how do you guys say your H's?
Okay, we've argued about this before, but I flip between depending on
Alright,
what's
but
easiest at the
let's-
time.
let's just pick
but
it.
overall, H.
H. Yeah.
Damn, you guys are bogan.
H.
Oh, it's H.
It is H.
H. H. I crossed my legs. H.
It's like he's just mispronouncing ache.
Alright, how do you spell the letter?
It's not fucking spell the letter.
Yeah. How can
Which
you spell
letter?
how H? How can you spell the letter using the first letter as H?
How can you name a fruit after its color?
But that's a little different.
No, not in my books.
Well, you're a bit special, so
I know.
Does the bear-
Concussions.
breakfast.
Does the bear chuck a shit in the woods?
He wipes his ass with a rabbit.
Come on, you can't spell something using the first letter.
Mate, we have one word that means 6 things, spelt 17 different ways. This is Australia, mate.
Such as what?
Well, off the top of my head.
Your finger doesn't count.
Well, okay, what? One word that means multiple things.
6 things.
Fuck you.
If it means 7, it doesn't count.
Oh,
Anyways,
you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, well, okay, well, I'm just gonna say random. I'm gonna say a completely random sentence, and you're gonna have to compile it as to what you think it is.
So you haven't even been listening to what we're talking about, eh? You're just
Yeah,
over here going, this is what I'm going to come up with next.
No, right. No, but it comes to your favourite, right? Because you said one word has 6 different things.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay,
cool.
so I'm gonna go for a witchetty dib, and jump by the
would you do
schooner.
what?
A witchetty grib, and I'm just gonna buy the schooner and see what the pixie picks up.
so what am I supposed to do?
What did I just say? And you define it, and then you define it.
You want a
Because if a,
Okay, say it again.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't even know what he's saying.
I don't even know what I just said.
I know where you're
Well,
coming
then-
from.
You know where I'm
though.
coming from, right? Because the thing, and I agree with Owen as well, is that when we say something, no one's got no fucking idea what we're talking about. Yeah, I'm just having a witchetty grib. People just be like, oh yeah, he's probably just checking it out, no worries.
Yeah, you're making a slang of it.
Yeah.
The thing about...
And no one will question it at all.
So Carl Barron does this great piece. Carl Barron's an Australian comic, and he does a great piece on the Australian language.
Yeah.
And he says something along the lines of, Australian English has to be one of the most... It's something like dickhead languages, something along those lines. Anyway.
Smart-ass languages.
Smart-ass languages, because we never tell you exactly what you're asking. It's like, we'll give you a bit of a hint and you got to guess the rest.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, so...
How's your day?
How far? Oh, not too long now, mate. How you been? Oh, yeah, not too bad. It's like just the shit like that, you know?
Yeah. And that's exactly what we would say. But the piece that I was speaking about was Arj Barker. Arj Barker, he said that he went to a furniture store and he tried to pick up some furniture, and when an assistant would come ask him, he goes, yeah, mate, just having a widgety grip. And no one would flinch at all. He's like, yeah, man, just having a widgety grip. And they're like, yeah, no worries, mate, tell me if you
Oh,
need me.
yeah, I
And then
remember
they'd
this.
walk out, and no one would flinch. So you can make up anything you completely want, and the person who's listening will make up anything they would want. And then
Alright,
just
so
give it the description
I've
for
got a follow-up story to that, yeah?
Go.
Okay, so about 3-4 years ago, we made up a term, to the days.
Oh, we did.
And
You know,
and,
I'm pretty sure I started that.
and you know what that means? It's like, I fully agree with you.
Oh, actually, no, I didn't start
Yeah?
2 days. I started lazy. I'll explain that later.
Anyways, so you're like, fuck, I love that TV show. Oh, to the
the
days.
days.
Yeah, it means I fully agree with you,
Yeah.
more or less.
I
And
100% agree with your previous statement.
Exactly right. And then we got so lazy, instead of saying to the days, we would just go, days. Right? And I remember one day when we were all like,
It's Australia for you.
right? And then one day I remember I said something and everybody responded with days. Right? And I just sat there and went, hang on a minute. If there was a new person to the
They
group
have no fucking idea.
looking from the outside
Yeah.
and everybody just went days to my comment, like nobody would understand that.
Yeah.
But
But we all
did.
understood
We all
it.
did.
We shortened to the days to days.
Days.
And now it's
Or
like
TDD.
amongst our group of friends, we all know what that means.
Yeah.
So it's funny, like it links up to your story,
It
yeah.
does.
We made up that term, you know, and I had to fill my workmate in because
I had to fill my mates in too.
because she's more or less Gen X/Y, where I'm a Gen Y/millennial, and because of that, I was explaining what CVF, and then I'm like Siebes, which is like
Cannot be
CVF,
fucked.
but it's like
Who
Siebes.
doesn't know that?
She didn't.
How was
Anyway.
she?
I don't want to say.
Okay.
You know,
Don't worry about it.
She's old there.
Older than us.
Older than us, but she's a good bloke.
She's a good bloke. Where'd she sleep?
But man, we can go into slang and that can be for another podcast.
But hey,
'cause
to the days,
Yeah.
guys, we're gonna push this one out,
we do.
make it popular.
Alright, we've just hit the 1 hour mark.
So I guess we got.
So
we'll
let's
see you
wrap
guys
it up.
later.
What we had about 80% coffee talk, 20, we'll say 15% fuck with Owen talk, and 10% we got some good content in there.
And 5% concussions.
So
All right, hang on. Let's end it up with this. Give me one word to describe your weekend coming up, since it's a long weekend.
family.
Cash money.
Relaxation.
Ah, jealous. Okay, family jealous.
Nice.
Does that work?
No, it doesn't.
Does it have to be one word?
No, it doesn't.
Famless.
Famous.
It's like family jealous, or I
It's
have
like
no family.
Family less.
So you got no.
Anyway, thanks for joining us, guys. Goodbye from Ray, Ian, and Owen. We make up the trio that is the Trio Show.
Damn.
Thanks for your time, guys.
Peace.
Laters.